Hello everyone, welcome to another video of my channel. In this video, I will demonstrate how to calculate the sum of digits of a number in C. So for this program, we will require loop. We will use while loop for this program. We can use any of the loops for loop, while loop, do while loop, but for our convenience, we will be using while loop. So sum of the digits means, suppose if I have the digits, if my number say num is equal to 1 2 3 4 5, then the sum of digits will be 15. How do we calculate that? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, right? If the number would have been, say 150 150, then the sum of digits would have been 6. So this program is related to a section of programs called digit extraction. I will be using this term frequently in some of the videos related to this kind of a program, where we will be taking the digits of that number one by one and then add these digits into a variable, say sum. So initially, if I put sum as 0, so the first digit that we will extract is the units place digit, that is 0. So we will add into sum. First of all, sum equals to whatever be the value of sum in that. First I will add up 0. So you see, previous value of sum is 0. It will become 0 plus 0, 0. In the next case, again, in whatever be the value of sum, we will add the next digit. So it is 5. So we will add here 5 and it becomes here 5. Then we will remove this digit from the number. Now what remains is 1. So again, in the same sum variable, we will add 1 and hence we will get 6. So in this way, we are getting sum of digits as 6. So how to extract a digit or the digit from the units place? If we have this number 156 and you already know what is the difference between the percentage and the division operator. Percentage gives us the remainder and this division operator, this gives us the quotient. All right. So whenever you divide a number by 10, the remainder that you get is the last digit of that number or the units place digit of that number, right? In the same way, if you divide a number by 100, then you will get the last two digits of the number. If you divide a number by 1000, then you will get last three digits of that number. So we want the digits one by one. So we will try to first extract one digit from the last and then add it to the sum. Then to remove this digit, this particular 6 from 156, we will divide it by 10 so that the quotient will be 150. This is for the case of integers. All right. For example, if you divide 156 by 10, you will get here 150, 15. You will get here 150 and the remainder will be 6. So here it will be 15. Sorry for that. So to remove the last digit, we will divide the number by 10 so that the last digit can be removed and we get here only 15. Now in the next case, we will again divide 15 by 10 and try to get the remainder. So here we are using again the mod operator and we are getting here 5. So we will add it, right? We will add it to the sum variable. So suppose here the sum, into the sum we were adding 6. All right. Now into the value of sum we will add 5. All right. So till now here the value of sum should be how much? 6, and here the value of sum should be 11. So when we were adding 6 to sum, there should have been some initial value in sum. That's why you can see that I will initialize sum with 0. That is such a number that upon addition of a number at the first time, it won't create much problem to us. So such a number is only 0, because in C, whenever a variable is declared, it is initialized by a garbage value. So when we add the value 6 to the sum, at first the value 6 will be added to some garbage value. To avoid that, first we will initialize sum with value 0. Alright, now let us move on to see the program in C, how to code it. I'm using dev C++ here. If you are using some other compiler and facing some problem, do write in the comment section. I will surely try to help you. In this program, we will be using stdio.h header file because we are only dealing with input and output of numbers. So I will declare here num, a variable to extract the digit, a sum, which as I told, we will initialize it with 0, and that's it. So let us give a message, enter a number using the printf function, and then using the scanf function, we will enter the number. So we are using %d for integer and we are storing it in num. Now the algorithm for digit extraction as well as addition in some variable starts. So while the number is not 0, because if the number is 0, then there is no need of running the loop. That's a wastage of time, and that's why we have already kept the value of sum as 0, because if the user tries to be clever and enters 0, then obviously the sum will be 0. So there is no need of calculation. So at the first time when it is checked whether the number is 0 or not, and if the number is 0, then obviously the condition goes false and the while loop doesn't run, and hence it saves our time. While first we will extract the digit by dividing the number by 10 and getting the remainder, that is the last digit. Then into the sum variable, we will add this digit, and then to remove the last digit from that number, we will divide it by 10 and just store the quotient. So now we can write sum of the digits is equal to %d, which stands for sum. And then we will end up the program with return 0 because we have used int main. So let us save this program as sum of digits dot c. Now let us compile it. 0 errors, 0 warnings, and this is the output screen. So enter a number, let's say 156. So the sum of digits is 12. It is correct. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. Hence our output is also correct. All right. Now I'll just make a small correction to this program, addition to this program. I'll take here an extra variable which is temp. And right after reading the value of num, we will copy it in the variable temp. Here temp stands for temporary. If you want, you can also use copy in place of temp, which sounds more appropriate. And in the last message, you can also give here in %d. So here the first %d stands for the copy and the second %d stands for sum. So let us have a look at the output. 234. So the output should be 9. See, the sum of the digits in 234 is equal to 9. See, this 234 we could not use without copy, because after every loop the value of num changes. See what happens if I use here num. See, in 0 means my num has at last become 0. So we will not be able to find the original value if we don't copy it in some variable. So it is better to give here copy. All right. And then let us try this program for a negative number. So let's say minus 89. So the answer should be minus 17 and the program still runs fine. All right. So this much for today. I hope you enjoyed the program. Do try it at your own computer. And if you face any doubt and if you have any query about this program or you have any other better way to do this program, do write to me in the chat box, in the comment box, or you can email me at chetri9161@gmail.com. Thank you. Goodbye. Stay safe. Stay healthy.